decide to head north along the canal.
With an eye for detail, one truth will prevail.
Okay, so you'll walk through the streets, and you're already like in the quiet neighborhood here. But basically, as you can see, most of the buildings cluster around the canals. Most of the buildings here are made of wood and are built in that sort of ramshackle, building codes. What are those? Kind of way. And you will eventually pass over the canals and out of the proper city limits itself. This area here is a lot more, as I explained earlier, was a lot more, kind of barracks. And these are people who mine the hills for stone and other details, as well as some of the farmers. Although this far out, there's not a lot, irrigation. So I guess they're growing cactuses or something like that.
We're the most obvious people here at this point.
This is probably where they grow the desert flowers and stuff. And yeah, this is where you guys stand out because like you're walking around in, good quality clothes, whereas these guys are dirt poor.
The guys that are guarding Monument Valley, those are Janissaries?
Medjays.
Medjays. The moment I see a Medjay, I'm going to try and wave them down.
You don't see any until you actually leave this part and start wandering into this desert.
Yeah, I just wanted to make it known before we get there.
Yeah, there is a road here. And it's when you get to this pass here, okay, that you'll see there are some obelisks as well as what looks to be a giant foot, there might have been a statue here at one time, but all that's left is a giant foot, and it's got a plaque on it, and that just says,
Yes, Ozymandias, we got you.
Thank you. Look upon my works and despair.
Ye mighty.
But yes, eventually you'll run into a hyena and a camel, and they are wearing armor and carrying guns, and they also have their armor has in it. You've already seen a variety of sun symbols, but so these guys immediately don't stand out. But when they see you approach, they kind of like look at you guys, kind of walking up, and eye you, and you get in, vocal distance. They'll just say, "Hail and well met, weirdo outlanders."
Greetings. We require escort.
Escort?
I'm
you sure you're in the right spot?
I'll pull out the paperwork. We have relevant paperwork from the Queen's emissaries. We require an escort through Monument Valley.
The camel will roll his eyes and say, "You're not the first treasure hunter to come through here claiming you had a paperwork from the Queen."
Eldritch will shrug and continue to hold out the paperwork.
Wait here. Wait, all right.
As you say.
Actually, the camel's good. Actually, Captain Sam, you can pipe in at any moment saying, "I'm not just some idiot off the street."
No, I'm okay with Eldritch handling it.
Okay.
I mean, you have more presence than him, so you should probably help him.
I have no presence at all, actually, and I have no nice deceit.
The camel jogs off, leaving you here with a lone hyena with a gun. Just kind of stares at you. And eventually, coming back early, you'll see a spot in the sky, and an owl is going to land here. This owl is wearing much nicer clothes and armor than the other ones, and she has a tunic that has a red star stitched into it. And she'll say, "Hail and well met. I am Captain Nafisa of the Tomb Guardians."
Welcome, Captain Nafisa.
Didn't exaggerate, she says, leaning back and muttering to her camel friend. "So, my friend here tells me that you have are asking for an escort to go into the Monument Valley."
I represent interests in the Church of St. Jor. On behalf of the Queen, we have been sent to investigate rumors of desecration of the tombs, as they were, so that the former inhabitants may not be sent restless into their own death. I believe it was all in the descriptions that were I sent to your man?
About that, says Nafisa. You understand I'm a little confused because the queen herself endorses the words of Malachi that the divine is the divine and the mundane is the mundane, and the divine provides for itself. Whereas you're sitting here with your strange doctrine of the idea that the divine can be manipulated by worldly hands. So it seems
Eldritch is going to give her a confused look as she's describing these religious terms and doctrines. She said, yes, I cannot argue with any of these words that you're speaking, but let me get this straight. Are you questioning the queen?
Perhaps.
Let me see your letter.
Perhaps while you read that, I should explain better. No,
I think...
We had seen thieves and shadows enter previously, and I had in fact spoken with one of your guardsmen, Bali, and he gave me the symbol as a note of his trust. We were told that we needed permission to return, and so duly we had gone out to get it.
Oh, yeah.
Here we are once more with permission to enter to continue the business we were first set out to do.
Yes, and the captain will say, yes, I did, that is indeed what Bali told me.
I was concerned there you're going to pull the Myriad Sonic game, but again, just give it all away.
No. Well, yeah, you of course show her the letter, right?
Oh yeah, I thought I gave it to the camel guy who ran off and gave it to her already.
No, the camel guy said wait here because he can't read.
Okay, well then yeah. Then I guess I've just been holding it out extended this whole time.
Right. Yeah,
your arm's getting kind of tired, isn't it?
Yeah, he just said, wait here, or I can't tell if it's a forgery or not. Let me go get the smart person whose job it is to look at forgeries. We made Nafisa the captain. She's an owl. Owls are smart. They're wise.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Exactly 3.
Actually, I believe the world may never know.
She'll read the letter and it's like, wow, you must be very important people if you got audience with the royal house that quickly.
Well,
I think it's more a matter of
so
speed.
I simply won't.
Expedience and importance.
Do you guys hear this goofball?
Nope.
No, we don't hear the goofball.
Alright, sorry, there's an insane animal in my house.
Is that you?
It might be. Well, there are unusual reports based on, there's always worry about the valley. And this letter, she kind of turns it sideways. I just imagine you're taking your hand off it like the ink is still wet. But, no, you had a wizard.
We've been marching through a hot heat.
Well, you had wizards assist you, so I'm assuming you guys used whatever forgery techniques that are available.
I am a wizard, right. Harry.
So, yeah. So even though this is highly suspect, I also have no reason to disbelieve you. And the idea that there might be thieves wandering around here, I guess it can't hurt. Since you already have a working relationship with my friend Abdul here, she says, pointing at the camel, he'll be happy to be your escort here through Monument Valley. So your letter here says you're here to look for activities of thieves and necromancers.
Correct.
That's exactly what you look for, and that is our job. So, you will respond to Lieutenant Abdul here. Even though this letter gives you the authority to look for things, we are still the police of Monument Valley and have ultimate authority.
I would again like to indicate that I came to you first, asking for an escort. You do not have to remind me of such things. I humbly bow to your authority here and respectfully wish for you to accompany us.
Very well. Abdul, it's your job anyway to look for thieves, so you might as well hang out and babysit these guys. And also, mutter. It's like, oh, yes, praise be to the divine. Peace be with you, says.
And with you.
And she flies away. And Abdul, is like looking you guys up and down. And says, well, so you're looking for thieves. Do you have any leads on what they look like?
I do have the description on offer to him, and even the direction that we last saw them.
And I
So
will
the
pull
one-
out a coin, with a brass coin with an etching on it, and say, they tended to carry these.
Abdul will squint at it and says, that looks like some sort of challenge coin that thieves would use to prove that they're part of the same guild.
A ankh was carved into it, shaped not to be round, nine-sided, brass, etc.
The symbol doesn't mean anything to me, but it does
The
indeed look
ankh
like a
doesn't
giant.
mean anything to you?
No, I'm a tomb guardian. As a tomb guardian, my job is pretty simple. It's like, are you alive? Then you're not supposed to be here. Get out. It's that easy.
Yeah. Knock, knock, knock. If the tomb doesn't knock back, it's all good.
I mean, I don't doubt that you're here on some sort of supernatural mission, he says. And, there's been some strange things that we've witnessed out here, but most of what we see are people trying to dig into the tombs to get all the treasure.
As you've said, grave robbers and tomb robbers. I assure you that it would be a very stupid thief to want to walk up to the guards and invite them along.
So, you said you saw thieves. Do you think they're here to steal something?
Well, one would assume bodies. We may, again, have said...
Well, if they're after bodies, they're probably in the west. Because the tombs that haven't been broken open yet are mostly in the east.
So there's more bodies in the west than there is in the east, is what you're saying.
I don't know what's in the east. Those are the temple. Over the centuries, when this valley was not properly policed, and of course there was the Great War, people break into the tombs and steal stuff. So there's tombs that have been broken into and tombs that haven't. Where our job is to keep people out of the tombs that haven't been broken into yet.
Does that fit with the direction I last saw them head?
Yes, it does. The West Bank is the one, or the West would, and also he's just going, I'm just making some guesses here. You could also go ahead and try to track them since you did see them earlier. Donovan, you were tracking them earlier, so you can make the role of mind searching and tracking to find out where he went.
Just to backstep a second here, are you telling me there's been a lot of wars fought over the West Bank? How very topical.
I mean, yeah, I mean, this is, we're getting close to Middle East, guys.
Yeah, I know.
So,
that's what I'm just saying. It's like, did you just say what I thought you just said?
Not to mention, we're also not that far from Carthage, which took up several hundred years of history.
Unfortunately, Donovan's keen eyes are just failing him today.
Okay. Everyone else who wants to can assist in the mind searching and tracking roll. Also, you get a bonus D8 from Abdul here, who describes the area to you. So that counts as his assist bonus.
I've got no searching.
So Griffin, go ahead and roll an extra D8. Does anyone else want to assist in the tracking? It's mind searching and tracking. You've got it.
Yeah, I'll see if anyone else can assist and does.
Can I stab the trails we need to track to make them go fast?
Usually stabbing something doesn't make it go fast.
Where did
it usually makes it go slower.
Where did I leave my ally, by the way?
I guess you could have picked up Khalid when you were in town, since the Paladins aren't hanging out with you. I keep forgetting about Khalid.
Yeah, I haven't forgot about him. I just didn't know where I left him.
Yeah, you need to get him a token.
Yeah, I'll come up with something before next time.
Where would you say the freshest bodies that would be the best candidates for reanimation would be? Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm just letting things out now.
Nobody else with searching though. Ada's?
No dogs in your party. You're all birds and foxes.
Hey, look, I got a whole 1 success.
Hey, I'm hardcore Jacoba.
Right. So you will, with Abdul wandering with you, you will wander into Monument Valley. Monument Valley itself, you can see signs here that there might have actually been like a larger type city complex a while ago. There are like curious pits that have like half walls around them that look like they might have been wells at one point, but anyone who looks inside them or sniffs them can tell they've gone dry. Also in Monument Valley, you can see some of the larger like obelisks at weird angles, and Abdul is pretty knowledgeable of the area, so he can tell you where some of the tombs are. But with 1 success, you guys wander around for a little bit, and without a lot of successes, it's like there's at least 11 tombs here, and Abdul can rattle off the names of Atmusatham and Isotopotep, like the great pharaohs of ancient that were buried here.
Oh, yes,
long
the founder
ago,
of radiation, Isotopotep.
Yeah, you really don't want to go in that. We're really waiting for the half-life to expire.
Many guards have gone sick approaching that tomb.
Yep.
Then I wonder if maybe I should throw my personality into this too, or if that's too late.
What is your personality?
Obsessive. I will find them.
It is a claim bonus. Make sure you check it off because you only get it once per game.
You're literally General Zod of this. I will find you!
Yes. How much of a bonus is it?
It's a D12.
1d12.
Should I be running?
Look at my luck.
Is there any chance we could throw supernatural in here? Signs of any supernatural involvement in the area?
Okay, go ahead and roll the supernatural. And I had another question too. Who was asking another question?
Should I be running counter stealth? Because these are the assassins, correct?
Since you don't have any tracking and you can't think of that, go ahead and make a roll of your mind and stealth. Because you're trying to be alert while also trying to be sneaky. So mind and stuff.
I also have danger sense and keen ears.
I was rolling supernatural. Man, I got 1 on that.
And are you a plains creature or are you a forest creature?
Forest.
Okay, this is the plains. So neither danger sense nor keen ears will help you on this. Danger sense is when people are trying to murder you and you're trying to find
I'm a
people.
plains creature. Does that do anything?
You can roll your species trait when you're searching in the plains.
Oh, well, I already gave him the 1d8 he can give.
No, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, but if you're searching or doing wilderness stuff in plains, you actually get your species die.
So no speed. It's mine.
It's mind and stuff.
God damn it!
It's still lots of stuff.
Is it night? Oh yeah, wait.
It is night.
So night vision wouldn't do anything.
Well, I mean, I
vision,
give you a bonus D8 to Griffin to your roll.
Okay.
Night vision is good for a D8 assist, since you're being vigilant. And sneaky at night. Alright, so yeah, the supernatural also, because you are looking for supernatural guys.
Wow, I fumbled that super hard.
We can see you!
I can at least re-roll that 1d8 at the very least, because I do have a favored use of tracking.
That's a critical failure. I think I might have alerted them to our position.
It's a critical failure if it's all 1. So that 3 saved you. Instead, it's just instead it's you playing Elder Scrolls where you forget to hit the crouch button and wonder why stealth isn't working the whole time.
Well, it doesn't bother me that much. Even if they try to gang up on me, I usually kill them before they can kill me. Also, I can carry their ass.
All right. Well, remember that these guys were pretty skilled in the fact they were able to, evade you and follow you around with high skills. So with your mere, 2 successes?
1. I don't think I've even gotten 2, unless a success on supernatural counted.
Mere 1 success, you will spend several hours wandering around getting a tour of Monument Valley and looking at various places, but nothing, obviously sticks out to you as Den of Thieves with a neon sign on it.
Then the best I can do is maybe search my own brain about what I might already know about these kings and what my tour guide has been telling me the whole time, and try to make an educated guess.
He already gave you that D8 assist bonus I mentioned earlier. So
yes.
Well, I mean, you did see the direction they went. Can't you trace the path?
That's what I've been attempting to do.
I gave you guys gave you a bonus
every opportunity to succeed, and I floundered all of them.
And you roll 5 or 6 dice because it's you'll have to get some new information or new insight. I mean, all Abdul can do is say
Abdul, do you have supplies available out here?
We have supplies that we're given an allowance for to help us do our job. We don't usually,
Sorry, when I say supplies, I mean rations, food, water, that sort of thing.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna have to go from tomb to tomb then, because we're not getting any clear ideas about